Kerala Governor Arif Mohammad Khan held his customary policy address in the Kerala Assembly amid opposition uproar on Friday. It was the 22nd Assembly session of the 14th Kerala Assembly. The session, held as a prelude to the presentation of the budget, will be the last session of this tenure of the government. The governor was received at the entrance of the Assembly House by Speaker P. Sreeramakrishnan and Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. The governor sported traditional Kerala dress. The opposition members created din in the assembly by shouting slogans against the speaker and the government and demanding the resignation of the government. Though the opposition leader made an attempt to speak before the customary address, it did not succeed. The governor reminded the agitated opposition MLAs of his constitutional duty. The governor expressed his dissatisfaction when slogans were raised during his policy address and requested the protesting UDF MLAs thrice to let him complete his constitutional duty. The opposition boycotted the assembly when the governor continued with his customary policy address. The opposition leaders displayed banners and placards demanding the government to step down before walking out of the assembly in protest. The protesters then sit in front of the assembly entrance and shouted slogans. After the opposition walked out, PC George MLA also followed suit. In his policy address, Governor Arif Mohammad Khan said that this is a government that had faced many challenges. COVID epidemic affected the economy, but the government saw to it that no one starved during the lockdown. Kerala was the first state to announce relief schemes during the lockdown times. The governor also reminded that the state provided free food kits and free medical treatment. It has distributed ration worth rupees 300 crore free of cost to the public during the pandemic. This is the government that have implemented the projects and schemes said in the election manifesto. The government has created 50,000 job opportunities as part of its 100-day program. This is the government that was in the forefront in protecting secular values and federalism. The government came forward to protect the secular fabric of the country when Citizenship Amendment Act was passed. The government had been able to get benefits from the sender. Investors consider Kerala to be the best business-friendly state. Priority will be given to the rehabilitation of expatriates. Social security pensions have been increased from rupees 600 to rupees 1,500. Maximum employment would be ensured. The government will give prominence to the rehabilitation of the expats who contributed immensely to the state's growth, he said during his address. The assembly sessions will be held till January 28th. This government's last budget will be presented on January 15th. Since this will be the last assembly sitting before the next assembly election, the House will also turn a venue of political war of words between the ruling front and the opposition. When the opposition will come to the House armed with corruption charges including Swapna case against the government, the ruling front will be seen defending their side, highlighting its successful performance in the local body election. News Desk, Kaumudi English.